Hi again, everyone. Making this off my iPhone at work, but it's a video I've been meaning to make for some time, and it's about a certain type of commenter, specifically from my video phone call with narcissistic mother that I get, and I've addressed it briefly here and there throughout my channel, but I kind of want to get into it a little bit more in depth. This comment comes from someone named Samantha. Yes, your mother has issues, but your girlfriend should not be talking about your mother. That's just respect. Commenter then replies, respect has to be earned. Here's where it really starts to get into the rub. From Samantha, respect is given to any elder. Live like Jesus, turn the other cheek. Now, the live like Jesus, turn the other cheek, and the respecting your elders thing, I have heard repeatedly on this video. Repeatedly. Not to the point where it overtakes the comments, but, many people have gone with this live like Jesus, religion, turn the other cheek nonsense. And, as anybody who watches my channel knows, I'm not overly religious. I really don't like organized religion whatsoever. I like Jesus. I think Jesus is a good role model. Whether he's a deity or not is debatable. I think he thought he was. So I'm fine with all that. I'm fine with all that. And Samantha later admits, I was abused growing up. I limit my contact with my parents, but when I do, I talk to them. I am kind with my words. Now, I'm not actually trying to pick on this girl, because I'm going to explain where I think a lot of this is coming from. But first of all, as far as respecting your elders is concerned, yeah, respect is earned. Okay, and the Bible clearly states, and I'm paraphrasing here, that an abusive parent basically is not to be respected, and you to do what you need to do. I can't give you verses or any of that. I mean, I have seen the verses, but I can't just go deep into that Bible and start pulling out verses left and right. But it's there. It's there. But here's my question to Samantha, and this is how I know Samantha and these other people who reply about Jesus and turning the other cheek are just full of it. They're full of it and they don't even realize it. So, if you believe in Jesus and you're doing as Jesus does and are really turning the other cheek, then why are you on YouTube researching narcissism and narcissistic abuse channels? Can you explain that, Pumpkin? Because that's not turning the other cheek. Turning the other cheek is just moving on with your life and not looking back. And you say you limit the contact with your abusers. So that's not turning the other cheek either. What you're saying is let your abuser continue to abuse you because they're old. That's what you're saying here. But you don't even believe that. Because if you did, why are you on my channel researching narcissism and narcissistic abuse? What it is here, and what we really have going on here is a case of somebody hearing something that's triggering and wanting it shut down and thinking it's going to go away. But you came to this channel and you put in narcissism in some kind in the YouTube search engine for a reason. Because something inside of you is telling you none of this is right. You're broken. You got to try to figure this out. None of this is right. You haven't turned the other cheek. You haven't, because it's impossible to do it. You have admitted you were abused and you limit contact with them. But when you do see them, you're as nice as can be. And where has that gotten? But where has that gotten you? It has gotten you on my channel researching narcissism. You haven't turned the other cheek. You're not okay with this. Something inside of you is telling you you need to fix this, that this is wrong. That's why you came here. That's why you research narcissism. Respect is not given to any elder. That is something only a narcissist would say, and I'm not saying you're a narcissist. I'm saying that whole credo is something that narcissists will fall behind and use as a shield to protect them from having to face their own abuse, their own abusive tactics. And you're falling in line with it. But not really, because you're here for some reason researching narcissism. And I'll tell you, I mean, I've had many of my subscribers who are long-term subscribers now start off on my channel making the exact same point. Turn the other cheek, the Bible this, elders that, your parents this. No. And they've become, as they've gone through my channel video by video, and now in the more recent videos hearing the other people's stories and interact in the comment section, they realize that I'm right about this. That most everybody here on this channel is right about this, that you can't turn the other cheek. Respect is two people respecting each other. Respect is a two-way street. Okay, being abused and not saying anything and not fighting back and taking it is not respect. It's abuse. You're not respecting your elder. You're being abused by them. It has nothing to do with respect. See, narcissists and abusers like to hang fighting back for what's right with respect because you've stood up for yourself. And that's not the way it works. You put in narcissism into YouTube for a reason. And it's not because you turn the other cheek, because Jesus said so. And it's not because you're respecting your elders. There is something inside you in your subconscious that needs to get out, that needs you to fix this. And I understand hearing my mother's voice is triggering because it's probably very similar to what you've heard as well. But wishing it away and making it go away and trying to tell other people to do what you're doing to show respect, but you're here with them, detrimental. It's detrimental to you, and it's detrimental to maybe the few people that might actually buy into it. But at this point, too late in the game, people aren't buying into it. They're not. You need to face down, face the fact that your mother and your parents did nothing more than what every other living organism on this planet does. They mate and then they pop out offspring. That's what every organism does. Doesn't make them a mother, doesn't make them parents, and it doesn't earn them respect. That whole mindset is what allows them to continue to perpetuate their abuse on you. This whole respect thing. Respect is earned. It's not a given. It's never a given. And the Bible that, you love to quote and, follow where, Jesus, Bible doesn't even say that. The Bible doesn't even say that. Nowhere in the Bible does it say you have to be abused by somebody who's abusing you because they are your parents. Honor the mother and father, but that's when your mother and father honor you. I don't think Jesus foresaw the phone call from my mom after she showed up drunk at my daughter's Little League game and my wife my girlfriend at the time, now wife, told her to sit down. That was the extent of the disrespect. That's what led to that phone call, and that was it. So if I'm supposed to turn the other cheek on that, no, I'm going to continue to look dead in the eyes and call it for what it is. And I suggest you do the same, Samantha, because you're only hurting yourself. If you enjoy this channel, please consider making a contribution to the PayPal link in the description box below. And remember, a contribution of any amount, if you want your story made into a video on the channel, you go right to the top of the list. And also with a contribution, we can also do a phone or a Skype video call. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again shortly. Bye.